Hello and welcome to the In God We Trust coin channel. I'm Mandad 1964. I've been adding to my $50 album. Now it says 1948 there, but I'm actually doing a short set also from 1941 to 1947 on the Walking Liberty $50. That's the first page. Still got a few holes to fill there. Just really started working on those. I did complete the Franklins. 4863, they're all done. And then this page had some blanks, so it was fit just perfect to go do the 64s, and then 65, 66, 67. And now these final two pages, this one's done from 1968 to 2006. These are all the Kennedy $50 from the San Francisco Mint that contains silver, 40%, 90%. They're all proofs. We have one special strike here, this in 98, the matte finish, so I got two from 98. Yeah, I stuck with just the San Francisco Mint. That gets me out of having to buy that gold from the West Point Mint in 2014. I think those are going for over $3,000 a piece now. I should have picked one of those up when I was considering it a year ago, and they were going for about $1,700. But yeah, I think the last time I looked, over $3,000. And then, yeah, here's the last page. And all 90% until 2019, they started 99%. And I got a hole here for the 2012, but I got the proof set right here. Picked that up the other day on eBay for $74. Pretty good deal for those. The $50 alone, you're going to pay about $60 for this $50. This was a relatively low mintage year. These are pretty highly sought after. Even the uncirculated set, I believe, commands a premium. They've come down a little bit from what they used to be. You know, like I said, it was a relatively low mintage, but the mintage levels have gone way down. And as we have seen with the 2025 silver proof set, this one's only like, what, 113,000? Really low. And then today, just got it in. The United States Mint limited edition silver proof set. Basically the same thing as this, except it carries a silver eagle. And it doesn't have the clad coins, which would be the nickel, the penny, and the Sacagawea dollar. And I think this one had presidential dollars in it too. That's why it's so thick. But anyway, there we go. Last Kennedy $50 in this orientation. It'll come back in 2027, facing the right. And then the last proof silver eagle from the San Francisco Mint, American Women Quarters. Nobody cares about that dime. So yeah, there's that. These are selling pretty good. Well, actually, there's on eBay right now, they're selling about the same price as these silver proof set over here. And this was $100 less, $150, $255. So yeah. Anyway, what else has been going on? I've been, you know, ever since we've had that surge, this bull run, gold and silver prices, it's been like alarm bells went off in my head. Like, hey, something's going on, and everybody was giving their reasonings, silver shortages or whatever was going on, and but I don't want to focus on. I saw a good quote the other day, and the guy said, "Don't think like a speculator, think like a survivor." And that sounds pretty good to me, because, you know, when we look at that spot price every day, and you know, what was it? 9 weeks continuous up, bull run, gold, silver, 9 weeks, and then we finally had a pullback. Well, that's all based on paper. That's paper. So that's not physical, tangible gold and silver. That's the paper market. So we shouldn't really put too much stock into it, except, of course, you want to monitor it to buy, to make purchases if it drops, right? That's smart. But we should be buying and making purchases on a regular interval, whatever that is for you. And but yeah, I like that quote. Don't act like a don't think like a speculator watching that spot price, and then getting don't panic, because this has been money. This is currency. This is a Fed note, practically worthless. It's only good as long as they say it is, and then it's going to be worth absolutely nothing. This, it doesn't matter what the spot price, the paper spot price says. This is money. It's been money for 5,000 years. So is gold. It's in our Constitution. Gold and silver is our money. And we just are violating our Constitution. We're violating our Constitution with this organization called the Fed, Federal Reserve. It's not even a government entity. It's composed of what? These banks? And they just basically are running our monetary system. And one day it's going to come crashing down. Just like it did in Zimbabwe. I thought these were pretty cool. These are real, although they're worthless. You can see the strip in there that signifies they're real money. Not real money. Again, fiat currency. And this was in the midst of their hyperinflation. And this one here, let's start with this one, $25 million. What's interesting, though, is the expiration date. I guess their money was dropping so rapidly. They gave you a certain amount of time to use this. It issued on April 2nd of 2008. You had to use it on or before the 30th of June, same year. And then it would become more worthless than it already was. Here's a bigger one, 100 million. This one lasted a little longer, issued on May 2nd, 2008, and it was good till the end of the year. $100 million, and I don't think it would buy you a loaf of bread in that time. There was a bigger one, larger, 100 trillion. I didn't get one. These were about $3 a piece. The one that's 100 trillion, it's the largest note ever made by any country, and they actually carry a little bit of a premium now. They're a collector's item. They go for about $50 a piece starting, and the nicer they are, of course, like anything else, they have a greater value if they're in good condition. So I didn't want to spend $50. You can get a replica for about $3, but I didn't think it was worth it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. I thought it was interesting that it has an expiration date. But yeah, so does this. It's just not printed on the note, but one day we will find out. Expired. Sadly. And if you think this is odd, an expiration date, look up the Chinese digital currency right now. The digital, what do you call it? Yuan. How do you pronounce that? Is it yuan? Yuan? I don't know. They also come with a expiration date. Chinese government issues it to you, lets you use it, and you better use it or you're going to lose it. And that's the whole idea. They want you to keep... We're all slaves now. We didn't know it, but when my alarm bells started going off, when I saw them rise in prices, these are not becoming more valuable. They're not going up in price. The dollar is going down. So it takes more dollars now to purchase these. And so, yeah, we're all slaves to consumerism. All of us. And the government is going to ensure that we will remain shackled by giving expiration dates. Chinese currency, the digital currency, has an expiration. You can only hold it for so long. You better spend it, or then it becomes even more worthless than it already is. Oh, and what else did I learn? I learned over in the EU, they, I don't know if it's actually become a law yet, but I saw one guy and he was talking about it, how they're going to cap your savings account because people over in Europe, I heard, are really good at saving money. They're savers. They save their money. And so the government, that doesn't help the government out, right? Hey, we're a team here. Everybody's got to contribute, right? Be a part of society. Be a part of the consumerism. Keep that money flowing. We don't want it sitting in the bank. And so what they're doing and what they're going to do, it's all coming. They're going to cap how much you can save. So that way it forces you to use your money, to spend it. And then they're also going to force you to invest in things like climate change, to go green. We're all together. We're all working together. Save the planet. Do your part. It's basically another tax, just another way to tax you. They're going to force you to do it, or yeah, you will be taxed. One way or another, they're going to get their money. So all of this is coming to the great US of A. USA is already CBDC compliant. We're ready to go. We've already got stable coins. They're out there. Tether is one. I looked at my PayPal account. My PayPal is also stable coin compliant, I guess you want to call it. And it's pegged to the dollar. So this is all going to be a transition period for us. And it's all coming, the money with expiration, the cap on your savings account. And then eventually it's all going to be based with the ID, right? It's all going to be trackable. It's going to be controllable. They're going to control everything. So if they can control everything, they will control what you can buy. Like, you like guns? You like ammo? You like lead? You like to stack lead? Well, you better start stacking it now, because I can see this would be one of the first things when you get that digital currency all ramped up and we're all on it. Yeah, I checked with my bank yesterday, Frost Bank, and yes, it is now FedNow compliant. So is Chase, and so is Capital One. I bank at all three of those. They're all FedNow compliant. Now, there's some credit unions out there that have not gotten on board yet because, of course, they're credit unions. But how long will it be before they are? And they're going to control how much you can spend, what you can spend it on, how much you can save. Oh, let's get rid of the gun problem. You can no longer buy guns. So, I'm telling you, man, alarm bells are going off. You better start stocking up on what you need to stock up on. Like food. I'm stocking up on food. Because another thing I just learned, Trump is, and it's been part of his plan ever since his first term, and I never even heard about it, but I'm hearing about it now. He wants America to become a manufacturing company again, country, manufacturing goods and products to sell abroad. We want to retake that role that we used to be number one in. Now China has replaced us. In order to do that, in order to make our goods and services appealing to the world, we got to drive the dollar down, because our goods have to be affordable to the rest of the world, or it's not going to work. But what it's probably going to do is cause inflation. So start stocking up on things that are going to go up, food and guns and ammo, water, whatever else you need to start thinking like a survivor. Don't think like a speculator. And yeah, it's all coming, sadly. But it has to. We kind of look at it and We want to complain about it. You know, the whole system's corrupt. The Fed, everything about it is corrupt. And I'm just wondering, I don't want to incite violence. I mean, but I've asked myself this question for years. When's the revolution? I don't think there's one coming. We're never going to. We're the frog in the water. They've been cranking up the heat on us. I don't even feel it anymore. Now, I'm starting to feel it. But what are we going to do about it? I'm going to get as much of this as I can. It's the only thing I can do. At my age, this is the only thing I can really do. I'll try to buy a little gold, but I'm going to stack silver. I'm going to stack food, water, ammo, and that's all we can do. But we can always, and of course we trust in the Lord, right? I mean, but in the meantime, until I go see him or he returns, which I know I'm going to go see him probably more than likely before he returns, but here is our only hope. But we should seek every opportunity, though, to put ourselves in a position to maintain our way of life, and then it'll put us in the position and give us an opportunity to help others who may have not heeded the alarm bells that are going off right now. Well, I hope that made a little bit of sense to you. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. It's all for entertainment anyway. This is no advice. I am not an expert. I am learning. And so tell me what you think down in the comments. Correct me. Educate me. It's never too late to trick an old dog into something new, right? Thank you for watching. God bless.